I know this channel is called We Like Profits, and so far there has not been much profits. And you know why? Because day trading is fucking hard. You know, it's very difficult to double or triple your money quickly unless you're risking everything, right? And it's gonna take a little bit more time, this challenge, and you know, let's go over some of the trades that I took to see where can I improve and actually become better at day trading futures. So in this trade I'm using the Fib lines, Fibonacci levels for my entries. Now I'm going long because we're green on the day. This is the daily chart, pretty strong move, and sometimes, you know, the fibs, they work perfectly, you get the perfect entry, but sometimes they just don't. In this case, market just kept selling off. I tried it here at the 6180, had to stop out, tried it again, stopped out again, and I had a couple of tries here, way too many, and with way too tight of risk. So always stopping out, getting a lot of losses here, and then actually had the worst stop ever here at the lows. Then I started to see this reclaim and I added back in, sold some into the pop. Then I sold right here again at the bottom, re-entered some and sold the rest here. Overall, you know, it was a loss of $100. Now this is the next day. This is where the news happens on Thursday, and this is pre-market. I had some shorts in. Now this is a trade that's outside of the strategy, but you know, I just wanted to get in because it's a reactive trade and I like the risk reward because it's up so much, and if it does turn, you know, there's some nice downsides to capitalize, and in this case it worked out. So I had some losses here on the way up, and then after this spike, after the news actually came out, then, you know, it felt weak to me at this level and I started shorting it, recycled some, added, you know, once we actually broke down, and you know, covered some into the dip and actually hold all the way through for over 100 points here, but only the micro trades, the micro contracts. So I had another attempt here later on, but got stopped out, didn't work the way I wanted it. Overall, made 230 on that, and I had a little short trade here on gold, looking for more follow through, but it kept reclaiming, so I got out. And then there is a live trade which I'm going to show you now. This is Friday and we are red on the day. As you guys can see, this is the prior closing line, and I'm looking to go short. Now I'm using again the Fibonacci lines, and I'm basically shorting front side, you know, shorting into new highs. And in this case, you know, I'm very quick with taking the profits and it works out. So this is how I use the lines as well. However, in the plan actually was to wait for a trend break to the downside and then short the pops, and I was looking at the 6180 here coinciding with the prior close line. So this is my first entry, as you're going to see here in a second. And the more you can combine, the better it is. If the fib lines with the prior close with some structure, you know, usually works out pretty well. Now I'm pretty cautious, taking profits quick here, only looking for 5 points. And like I said, I want this to actually fail before I start, you know, being more patient. Now I will do the same thing again here, I believe. But the main thing is actually I don't want this to reclaim the prior close line and go green on the day, because then technically it's a short, it's not a short for me anymore. So the overall idea is that it's Friday. I'm thinking, you know, maybe we test the highs and the lows of the prior day, but ultimately just chop around, not have any clear direction. But we do end up closing at the highs end of day. Now I tried it again, as you guys see. Again, very quick with the profits, taking now up to 40. And this is actually starting to rip through and go green on the day, which is why you need to be careful shorting just front side, because if it just keeps going, you have to stop out, otherwise it's not worth it. I also had a little long here on gold, but it's just something to try out against the fib line here. Now, as you guys can see, we're breaking out. I have another order in at the 7860s, and just going for a couple of points here. You get the idea. I'm already out. Overall up 316 on that day. So nothing spectacular. However, I'm going to give back, you know, almost half of it right now in a second, because now that it actually went green, you know, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I can go long, maybe I can go short, I don't know. You will see here how I actually get chopped up pretty badly, but I switched over to the micros, so the damage is not that bad. Now it's showing a lot of strength, so at this point, you know, I don't know when it turns, if it's going to, you know, just crack, or if it just keeps on going higher. But you will see that it's going to chop around here. Now it's slowing down, having some trouble there. But still, this is a long setup. It's the 15-minute opening range, and we broke out clearly, so this is more of a long, especially if we're green on the day. So now it's time to break the trend, and I'm looking to go short to chase it here, which is not the best entry, and I should have used the high of day here for my stop, but I have no real plan, and I'm just trying to scalp it. But then, you know, it just reclaimed stopping out here, getting chopped up. Then I actually got long, I don't know why, and now it's pulling back even further. So I'm looking to add here against the prior close line to get a better average and see if I can sell into a pop. Now sometimes it's very tricky with the chart trader. You gotta adjust all those lines, and it's pretty laggy sometimes, this trader wait. So there it is, stopping me out here at the bottom. Very bad trading actually, and there it is. Now I'm actually short, and now it's reclaiming. So I'm thinking, what the fuck, now I have to go long again. So I'm looking to go long, exit and go long, making a little bit here on the push. The account is currently at 51,175. Now we're not even halfway through yet, and the average winning day is only 276. Now this needs to go up. And overall there is consistency here. Small days do add up, but it's taking very long. It's days complete 11 so far. What I do like is the reward to risk ratio, 152 to 1. That's pretty decent. So let's see how long it's going to take to actually complete this challenge.